A millennium-old civilization on the cliffs. The survival wisdom of the Pueblo people. Amidst the vast canyons of the American Southwest, clusters of ancient structures stand silently on sheer cliff faces. These cliff dwellings, built by the ancestral Pueblo people, have stood watch here for over 800 years. They are not just architectural marvels, but a survival manifesto left by an ancient civilization for the modern world. Around 1200 AD, while Europe was still in the Middle Ages, the Pueblo people of the American continent had already created astonishing vertical cities. At Mesa Verde National Park in Colorado, the largest cliff-dwelling site in North America, Cliff Palace, is still preserved today. This 5-story architectural complex containing over 150 rooms is ingeniously embedded in a natural cliff alcove. The sophistication of their site selection is breathtaking, says archaeologist Maria Williams. They chose south-facing cliffs that provided shelter from summer heat while capturing winter sunlight. The overhanging rock formations served as natural awnings, and the steep cliffs below were perfect natural fortifications. What's most astonishing about Pueblo architecture is their complete adaptation to local materials. Without modern tools, the builders created durable dwellings using only stone and earth. In Chaco Canyon, archaeologists have discovered massive complexes built with tens of thousands of carefully shaped sandstone blocks. These stones fit together so precisely that some required no mortar at all. In other areas, the Pueblo people developed a special adobe recipe, mixing clay, sand, and straw, then sun-drying it into sturdy earthen bricks. Most amazing was their water system, Williams points out at one site. In this region, with less than 300 millimeters annual rainfall, they designed an ingenious rainwater collection system, including diversion channels, reservoirs, and filtration devices. Around 1300 AD, these thriving cliff dwellings were suddenly abandoned. The reasons behind the Pueblo exodus remain debated in academic circles. Through tree ring research, University of New Mexico climatologist Robert Tanner discovered that between 1276 and 1299, the region experienced a 23-year mega-drought. This was likely the final straw, Tanner says, but it couldn't have been the only factor. Archaeological evidence shows signs of social disintegration before the drought arrived. Though the cliff dwellings were abandoned, Pueblo civilization didn't disappear. Today, 21 Pueblo tribes, including the Hopi,
each year before the rainy season, the Hopi still perform traditional rain dances. Their heirloom corn varieties have grown in this land for over 1,000 years. The geometric patterns on Pueblo pottery remain nearly identical to those found on ancient artifacts. In an era of worsening climate change, the survival wisdom of the Pueblo people appears particularly valuable. Research teams at Arizona State University found that traditional Pueblo dry farming methods achieve 30% higher water efficiency than modern irrigation systems. The most important lesson they teach us is how to live in harmony with nature, says environmentalist Sarah Chen. In an increasingly water-scarce world, this ancient wisdom may be exactly the solution we need. Standing before Cliff Palace at Mesa Verde as the setting sun gilds the ancient stone walls, one realizes these structures remain as sturdy after 800 years as when first built. They silently tell the story of a civilization, not about conquering nature, but about becoming part of it. In this era, desperately needing sustainable wisdom, the legacy of Pueblo civilization may well hold the key to our future.